Good morning, everyone. This is Dust Frosted on Gaming. Just a friendly reminder. If you like what you're seeing on the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you like this particular video, give us a thumbs up. Alright, so this is Space Marine's most recent list. It has some interesting choices that I'm being used a guinea pig for, I guess. Specifically Visions of Beyond. This is an updated version of his list that we played a couple weeks ago. Here it was for reference: ops, negates, a little bit heavy on the 4 drops, and then Jace and Entreat the Angels as the primary win cons. On this one version, he went ahead and moved Teferi back into the main deck. He has the Jaces to set up the Terminuses and the Entreat the Angels. So the only way we really have to win the game is the Entreat the Angels, besides the Planeswalker, something to keep in mind. That said, we have a lot of one-mana cantrips, Ops, Serum Visions, Visions of Beyond. Visions of Beyond has an interesting upside. I don't know that it's worth playing, but this is the list he sent me, so that's what we're running. 4 Path, 1 Condemned, go with that. Deprive, Negates, Cryptic Commands, and a couple Syncopates. He's not a huge fan of Logic Knot, so therefore that's presuming why he's moved the Syncopates in the deck, and 4 copies of Cryptic Command. And then Supreme Verdict and Terminus to kind of wrap up the sweeper package. 2 Search for Cantas in this version, so a lot of card selection or card draw. We'll see how that plays out. Sideboard, Celestial Purges for anything black and red, Jund, Black Red Hollow One, etc., etc. Timely Reinforcements for burn and aggro, a couple getting in the trials, additional win cons. Not sure what matchups you bring in Gideon against. Obviously things like burn and stuff, it's fine. Might bring it in against control decks, but figure this would be something you'd start in the main deck, but he has them in the sideboard. Elspeth for the mid-range matchups, couple dispels, couple negates for control and burn matchups, as well as things like storm and ad nauseam, and a couple detention spheres when you need catch-all answers. So that's his latest take on Blue-White Snapless and Celestial Colonnade-less Miracles. Obviously, you guys know he's a pretty regular contributor in chat, so one of our more animated viewers. So, figure we'd give his latest spin a couple of games, see how it goes. Beyond that, thanks for tuning in this morning. Obviously, the Pro Tour is coming up later today, so kind of want to get some of the streaming in earlier anyway, so. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Sorry, I had to stop and blow my nose there for a minute. Didn't want to do that in your guys' ears. I don't know. His lists have proven interesting in the past. Visions of Beyond, I think, is very ambitious. It's very hard for this deck to get 20 cards in the graveyard. Even going long with only 4 fetch lands, 4 Field of Ruin. So, see how this goes. Search for Canta, yeah, this is definitely a keep. So we're up against burn maybe here. Yep, definitely looks like burn. Of course. Of course I hit Terminus. Sometimes I think certain things have a sense of humor sometimes. So we're up against some type of zoo version of burn here. Try to spec another terminus here. Probably not likely, but we'll try. Couldn't path the Kiln Fiend because that represents the most damage. Oh, this deck has a sense of humor. Yep. Darkest Command's definitely a card. Yep. Guess we try a spike with Visions of Beyond and go from there. Yeah. Supposed to be getting up at 5 for doing this, man, but I've been slacking. So if they shock here, we're probably dead. How are we not dead? Sure. No, I don't wish to take 4 damage. Wow. Opponent is walking right into a Supreme Verdict or a Terminus here. Okay, why didn't you just play the Boros turn to begin with? That makes no sense. Alright, so definitely want the 4 timely reinforcements. Probably want the purges. Probably interested in dispels. Maybe Gideon's here. Syncopate feels a little ambitious. Cut a Jace. Deprive. This list is very, very ambitious. It's kind of funny if I would have just not played that, yeah, I think this hand's fine. So what you got going on today, War Dog? Need to hit a third land for that timely. That's why I bought them both there. Wild Nacatls or Celeste. I was gonna say. Yeah. Sounds like a busy day. Just gonna hold up Purge here. So ironically, I gotta take a hit from this Vexing Devil, it looks like. Just to drop my life total low enough. Yep. There's some parts of Space Marine's list I'm sitting here going, I don't know how I feel about them, but there are other things that of his list I like. Not gonna try for the triple block here, in case they have like a Tarkus command. Sure. I don't even play Snapcaster Mages, so I'm not sure that even matters. Using this basically to set up a Terminus. Set that up, set that up. Keeping the Hallowed Fountain in hand, because next turn... Actually, I should have kept the island in hand. Just gonna Bolt Jace. Yep, kind of figured that's what was gonna happen. We haven't seen Pel Collector, but it might be. It's going to hold up Dispel or activate Field of Ruin this turn. Sure. Alright. Kind of dumb. I almost wish we had access to another sweeper. Yeah, I think this config's fine. Yeah, hand's alright. Hopefully Goblin Guide shows us a land. Sorry, man. Don't mean to mess with you too much. Visions of Beyond, huh? We're gonna get whacked here. Feels like we're gonna get whacked. Manamorphose, wow. Okay. Oh. Maybe I should have kept the fetch land. Okay, so we hit 2 lands there. Kinda hard to complain about that. The nice part about blue-white over just guys, you don't take as much damage from your mana base, and it's a lot simpler to fetch basics. You know, so there definitely are some merits to playing straight up blue-white. It's like, how do you have so many cards? Because you gave them to me? um, I don't. Well, I mean, may as well keep them both there, simply given the facts. So what am I pitching here? It's just Visions of Beyond. Tell he because magic. Come on now, be nice, man. Hopefully our opponent taps himself off of Skullcrack mana this turn. Yep. So we're going to take 6, but we're going to gain that 6 back. Trigger, get a land. I think after seeing Timely Reinforcements, should be a little more... yeah, Arthurian lore is kind of fun. Let's get another match rolling here. Syncopate and Path to Exile. I guess we keep. This wasn't the same... I don't think this is the same player, is it? Nope. Definitely not the same player. Pyromancer, huh? Because Space Marine's using me as a guinea pig. I'm guessing he's hoping we get enough cards in the graveyard that it turns into Ancestral Visions, is my guess. Ironically, this Swift Spirit might go the distance and kill us at this rate. Of course we draw a Terminus off of it. If you're interested in that D. Hamilton, I believe both MTGO traders and mana traders have that option, where you can get credit in their store towards Magic Online cards, if that's something you're really interested in. So now we're pretty much dead. Actually, I suppose we can opt to try to hit a path here. Still hold up Cryptic. Opponent's running a lot of basics. So I gotta beware of Blood Moon in the post configuration here. And then we die to whatever random follow-up they have. Their hand must be terrible right now. I have no idea. Hmm. We may have actually gotten there in this game, which is weird. Definitely a game I feel like we should have lost. It might be all blaze effects. Yep, we're dead here. Guess I should have been a little more conservative. Hmm. Yeah, I should have been a little more conservative with what we did there. But I think in the end we were going to be dead no matter what as soon as we played a creature. So... probably. Yep. If they have a burn spell, we're dead. If not, I think we'll have this game close to lock. Yep, that's game. Sure, there was some type of line we could have took there that would have improved our chances of surviving there. Oh well. Anybody in chat see anything there that I could have done differently? I mean, I obviously could have held up the spell, but then we just pretty much die to Lavamancer plus Phoenix anyway. What's up, Foz? How you doing this morning? How long you been lurking there? You up getting ready for work? Terminus, huh? Guess we leave it on top to pair with our Jace. A lot of aggro decks this morning. Well, Garrett, this is Space Marines list, not mine. So, if I was playing my list, it'd be Just Guy. But this is Space Marines list. I think we're just gonna die to stuff on board before we even do anything. Did you go to the GP? I don't know that we want Purge in this matchup. You guys keep saying that, but I have been streaming on the mornings on my days off, guys. um, how'd the PTQ go for you? Yeah, I think this hand's alright. Sucks that we have to play Prairie Stream tapped on one, but other than that, I think the hand's fine. Well, it's pretty awful. Space Marine. I'd rather be playing Hieroglyphic Illumination or more Ops than Serum Visions. No, all Space Marine plays is blue-white control. I don't know about all that. Glad we didn't bring in the Purges. This looks like it might be Tribal Flame Zoo. Well, the other problem is I'm not sure how often you're actually going to getting 3 cards anyway, so... Yeah, that'd be fun, Garrett. It's always interesting to compare notes to somebody who's actually playing one of the decks I own in paper. I think I'm interested in keeping a path there. The email link is down below the stream. It's mtgotavern@gmail.com. Yep, definitely Tribal Flame Zoo. They probably have Snapcasters floating around too. Yeah, you're probably right, Massimo. Um, my only thought process is I don't really care about a 2-3 or a 3-4 Goyf. So, and I don't mind leaving a creature or two on my opponent's board, specifically because in this post-board config we have 4 copies of timely reinforcements. But yeah, you're probably right. Normally I'd be field of here at the end of turn, but I don't want to risk the off chance my opponent has like a blue source plus negate in their hand. So I'm just going to go ahead and move to untap here. 2, 3. Alright, so confirm they are Tribal Flame Zoo. Makes me more interested in another copy of Negate at least. Less interested in the Purges even than I was before. So we know they have Gadak Teague. Fortunately, we really don't have too many other ways to deal with Mr. Teague. So Gideon's more appealing now that we know exactly what they're up to, but I still don't know that's a route we want to go right now. Yeah, sand seems fine. Yeah, but if we get to the point where we're deploying Elsweth, it's either a desperation play or... But yeah, I could definitely see Elsweth against a ground-based deck. It is, but if we tap out for a 6-mana play, we could easily get punished by Tribal Flames. Gadak Teague, alright. Yeah, I could definitely see Elspeth being good against the ground-based deck. I'm not arguing that. I just look at Elspeth more as a tool against mid-range decks like Jund and such. But yeah, I could definitely see wanting Elspeth. This isn't precisely my list, so there's a lot of things with this list I'm not like 100% sold on. Jace the Mind Sculptor. So I could Timely here, or I could Jace Digging for a Terminus. We're going to 8. Could easily die here. Guess it's just Timely. Because next time we can at least brainstorm into Jace and have either Condemn or Path up should we find it. This makes us a little less vulnerable to Tribal Flames burnout. Yeah, plus we'll actually have a mana up to find like a Path or a Condemn. It's a little bit of an awkward situation now. So what do we do here? We could Visions looking for... have one hit to find something this turn, and can set up next turn with Timely, likely keeping us alive till next turn. Huh. I think it's just Serum Vision's Timely reinforcements here. Turns out neither play would have gotten there anyway. Did you draw a third Tribal Flames or a Snapcaster here? Unlikely to fetch while we're at 3 anyway, so... likely dead here. Risk factor. Well, looks like our opponent is drawing 3 cards. It's a heck of a set of draws. That was a little rough. Alright, so looking at this particular list, Space Marine, whenever you're viewing this later, Visions of Beyond was total garbage. Never really got to see the Syncopates do too terribly much. I still think if you're playing like 8 cantrips, Logic Knot might be slightly better than Syncopates. Still not a huge fan of 4 Cryptics. Feels like we need a 6th. Given your deck's lack of interaction in the main deck, 2 creatures, I honestly think you need a 6th sweeper of some style in your 75, either Settle the Wreckage or another Wrath. So one thing with Jeskai is I can pretty much kill whatever creature I need to kill when I need to kill it. Beyond that, main deck seems reasonable, other than get rid of those Visions of Beyond, they're abomination. The sideboard, I'm not a huge fan of the Gideons in this list. I think Gideon has its place in non-miracle builds and non-Jace, especially when you don't have 3 Jaces running around. But I just don't know that Gideon's really all that necessary. I think Elspeth is fine. I think the rest of the sideboard's pretty decent. It's just get rid of the Visions of Beyond, get another sweeper in the 75, maybe make these Gideons, like, cut a Gideon for something else. Like, I can see a 1-of being fine. And you definitely need another win con against control. I know his meta, he said he doesn't have much control decks, like Nezahal or something along those lines, just to have an out in the control matchups. Beyond that, I mean, his pet card's Deprive, so let him play as Deprives. His previous build, I really like the 4 negate configuration. Nope, no Rest in Peace or Stony Silence. It does have blue cards, Jan, so he might play it someday. He might, in fact, play Merfolk someday. Alright, well, I'm going to switch over to a build of Foz's. It's an Esper Spirits deck with a bit of a twist. So we'll see how that does. But I'm going to take a few minutes break here to switch out some cards and take a breather from staring at double computer monitors. So I'll be back here in probably 5 to 10 minutes with some Esper Spirits with Gifts Ungiven in it. So should be interesting. I'll be back here in a bit. Thanks for holding up, everybody.